me, right? You don't even know what it is. What's a fascist?
Okay.
What's the difference between a National Socialist and a fascist? Tell me right now.
You're a fascist.
What is it? Listen, you keep jumping back and forth. Am I a Nazi or a fascist?
I'm both.
I'm both. How can I be both? How can I be both? Define fascism and National Socialism.
I'm the communist.
Define fascism and National Socialism.
I'm not defining anything.
Wait. You're a communist. Oh my goodness. You're a communist. Hey.
You just called yourself out because you just called yourself a communist.
Oh, she's done.
You know what it is.
How do you think Trump is going to be a dictator?
He has said on day one he's going to be a dictator.
But he said for one day, right? Did he say for one day?
Dictators don't become dictators and say, oh, I'm tired of being a dictator.
Right.
That's not how shit works.
But didn't he say for one day, right?
He wants to be a dictator.
Right. Well, typically presidents, the first day of office, do the executive orders.
Never said they want to be a
Joe Biden
dictator.
did like 50 executive orders.
Presidents never say they want to be a dictator. Trump did.
For one day, right?
Dictators don't stop being a dictator after one day.
Did he say he wanted the whole administration?
Did he say that he
You're
wanted to
misrepresenting what he said.
50,000 people from the administrative state? Yes, he did. Did he say that he wanted to do all of these things that impeach are taking away the rights of women and education? My father is a veteran. My father is a veteran. I think I'm American. I'm an American communist. He acknowledges and brags he helped to overturn Roe v. Wade. That was not taking away women's rights. I know, you wouldn't know because you don't have a vagina, so you don't get it. I get it.
Right, no,
you don't care about women's rights because you're not a woman.
I do care about women's rights.
Right.
Right.
Clearly.
So if Roe versus Wade is a state issue,
it shouldn't be a states' rights issue. Anytime you have states' rights, you trample upon the rights of citizens.
Did Trump make abortion illegal?
Trump made abortion illegal. Yes, he brags about appointing 3 Supreme Court justices. 3 that he should not have had. The Republicans diverted a Supreme Court justice that he was not entitled to. They should not have overturned Roe v. Wade. And you know it. Everybody knows
They didn't make it illegal.
Yes, they did.
They just made it a state censorship. Well, no, it's true. I'm not bullshitting.
That's crazy. That was the only thing that kept abortion legal in all 50 states and the territories. You know it as well as everybody else. Trying to whitewash history to me doesn't work. Try it somewhere else with somebody else. It doesn't work.
So Trump made it illegal. Don't you? That's what you're saying.
Yes.
That's a lie. That's not true.
He even takes credit for it. He even takes credit for it.
Sure.
He says he aborted Roe. His words, not mine.
Okay.
Not mine. So stop telling me what I know.
Okay, well, they didn't make it illegal. They just made it a state issue.
Yes, they did. They made it so it can be illegal. Obviously, you're not a legal scholar. 2, 4, 6, 8. Donald Trump did a rape. 2, 4, 6, 8. Donald Trump did a rape.
Right. Oh yeah. No. If you want to record it, I'm not trying to make you look bad, but I just am curious because you guys are out here protesting, and with a couple of chants that I've heard about Trump being a rapist, which is pretty serious.
Which is kind of true.
Right.
Yes.
But I do want to ask you, on a scale of 1 to 10, how credible do you think E. Jean Carroll's allegations
10, 12,
are?
14, 27.
Really?
Yes.
So you think something from like 30 years ago that she was legitimately raped in a department store?
I would go on a limb and say that women remember being raped. So yes.
Right. But
yes,
she also,
I do believe him.
Right. But did you see the interview?
Why don't you believe women? Why don't you believe women?
No, I don't believe her though.
You don't believe women.
I question her.
She is a woman.
She was on with
and
Anderson
you're
Cooper,
her.
and he had to cut her off because she sounded so crazy.
You don't feel like a victim?
I was not thrown on the ground and ravished. Which the word rape carries so many sexual connotations. This was not sexual. It hurt.
But I think most people think of rape as it is a violent assault. It is not.
I think most people think of rape as being sexy.
Let's take a short break.
Think of the fantasies.
We're going to take a quick break. If you can stick around, we'll talk more on the other side.
You're fascinating to talk to.
And she was saying rape isn't that bad.
You are eating up what Trump tried to tell you.
No, that was Anderson Cooper.
I've
that was
seen it
CNN.
too, bro.
Right.
I've seen it too.
Okay.
You're saying what Trump said. And that's
maybe that's wrong.
Happening
Right.
in a few minutes.
Yeah, it's almost done.
So that's what these guys are.
Gotcha. I absolutely 100,000% believe E.G. Carroll, if that's what you're asking me, yes.
Okay, but it
And
was like
maybe
30
you
years
should
ago
believe-
at a like high-end
Oh, okay, so if
department
it's
store, and you
30
think
years
Trump
ago-
just walked
If it's
by?
30 years ago, it doesn't
Right.
count, right? Is that
But
what you're
she-
saying?
right.
If it's 30 years ago,
No, but I mean,
she
it
should
was
just
like-
get over it, right? Is that
Not
what you're saying?
necessarily. If it
yeah,
was
that's
legitimate.
what it sounds like you're
But
saying.
if we saw what happened to Bill Cosby, it does
legitimate.
come
If
back.
it's a legitimate rape,
If
are
it's
you
legitimate,
seriously going
yes.
there? Oh my God.
So you
if
believe
it's a
that she was
legitimate
raped
rape,
at a department store?
I believe E.G.
You think
Carroll.
that was okay?
And
That's
you
fine.
know who
That's
else
fine.
did?
It's fine.
A judge. And a judge found him guilty and liable
Sure.
for sexual assault. So it's not just me.
Okay,
It's not
all right.
just a lot of other people.
Right.
It's the court system.
But the Anderson
and he
Cooper,
owes
but
her
her,
what is
right.
it, like $90 million? So if he just STFU,
Yeah.
he wouldn't owe her that much. But he can't stop himself. That's who he is. He cannot resist.
Okay.
You should believe women too.
I
30
do
years
believe
ago,
a lot of women.
5
I
years ago,
do. I
10
always
years ago,
want to believe the women.
You
right.
want to believe
but I've
it,
heard
but you're not
E.G.
sure if
Carroll,
it's a
and E.G.
legitimate
Carroll
rape.
does
if
not
it's a
sound
legitimate
credible.
rape, her
Right.
body should be able to hold shut
Right.
that whole thing down,
Sure.
right? So walk away. Absolutely.
Okay. All right. All right.
It's ridiculous.
Well, but these are the fun interviews
No,
when
we're
people
done.
disagree.
We're done.
Okay.